Luna 8 Stygian, throw the Tighnari skill for sack proc, funnel energy into Bennett, then go back to Tighnari for the 3 charge shots onto the 2 drones, which will completely take them out. And then cast the skill again, which has off cooldown because of the sack proc, and then use the 3 charge shots to take out the 2 drones, and now he's down, and we go into our 3-man team of Linny, Shilonen, and Bennett. And Shilonen having the signature weapon is super important. Without it, I do not have enough damage. Now he's in the down phase, and it's all chill, but as you can see in this 3-man team, we don't have a shielder, and the Shilonen crystallized shields are just not enough. I really have to dodge, especially because this guy deals hydro damage, and I'm in the Bennett field, so he can get vaporizes on me, which will one-shot me. So every attack he does, I have to dodge, and you can see me try to do that. I was actually late on the timing, but I was staying outside of his attack radius, so that was nice that I didn't get one-shot right there. Right here, he does his big AoE attacks, and that's pretty much as big as Bennett circles. I have to be really worrying about my positioning, and then also just dodging out of those big circles. And then right here, he's going to go back and do another one of those drone phases. So I'm just setting up my rotation, and then get another sack proc on Tighnari to get my 3 charge shots onto the 2 of the drones, and then I throw the other skill to get 3 more charge shots onto the other 2 drones. And then after that, we can go back to our 3-man team of the Linny, Shilonen, and Bennett. Now he's down, and I get to basically chill here. I don't have to dodge or worry about anything. I just deal a bunch of free damage to him while he's down. Funnel into Bennett, because Bennett has very high energy requirements. And then right here, I'm do 2 shots, and then the burst. And then after that, I'm just waiting for the skill to finish him off. And there we go. Next we have the Natlan Chill boss, Pyro Traveler for Pyro application, Auroron, funnel into Fischl, Chevreuse, funnel into Fischl, also fire off the overcharged ball that we got from the Traveler into Auroron. Now we're just stalling, waiting for him to do that move away attack, and so that we can cast our burst and not have them be wasted because of Circle Impact. And then over here I precast the Chevreuse burst in preparation for this pillar phase. We want all of our buffs to be casted before he goes down so that we have the most amount of damage when he's in his down phase and he has the low resistances. This is basically when you want to deal the most amount of damage. And then right here we attack with Pyro Traveler to increase the Night Soul for Auroron for his coordinated attacks, and also to do normal attacks for the C6 Fischl coordinated attacks. And the important thing here is that we're going to do 3 pillar phases, and I saw this from a video of a 4-star clear in Menacing that this was possible to get 3 pillar phases, and it's necessary in order to get enough damage. Anyways, right here I go up and I snipe one of them, and then this is where I should have switched to Chevreuse to precast some of these skills, the buffs and whatnot, but in this run it didn't really matter. And also you'll notice that I have him in this at the edge of the map, which is very important because when he does that little move / teleport, he actually doesn't move a lot. You guys have probably already seen it in the previous phase, but you're going to see it here very soon. He's going to try to move, but he's gonna, barely move at all, which is very nice. It means I don't have to chase him. And then right here, I basically have enough damage. So all I have to do is just take down the pillars, and then he will go down. Finally, we have the Abyss Dog, the Lunar Dog. This is why this Stygian was so difficult for me. In fact, I thought it was impossible because this one boss ties up so many of my resources. Anyways, last time I faced this boss in 6.3, I explained basically the tech and sort of my mentality, but here I'm just funneling energy to all of my characters, and then now precasting everything so that I can get to my DPS phase right as he is vulnerable. And I do the Mualani cast during the cutscene because that's the best use of time. And then I just do the classic Mualani freeze rotation. And I can't take down the boss's shield, and I also can't take down his chickens. That's why the only thing I'm doing is funneling energy And he does this annoying attack where he goes into the sky, and he's affected by cryo, so he stays in the sky for longer, and that means that half of my rotation is gone. I can't deal damage to him. That makes the boss even more annoying, by the way. And also, if you don't take down the shield, I think he has higher resistances, and that's also making this boss way harder than he needed to be. Anyways, he's gonna go back up into the sky and into another shield phase, which is super annoying, and the only thing I can do is funnel my energy and hope that I have enough damage after the shield phase to defeat him. And now I'm just pre-casting everything. I actually casted the Farina skill too early. If I cast it at 30 seconds, it lasts exactly 30 seconds, and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. But yeah, I had to cast it during the cutscene, and then that took a little bit of time. But it's fine. I do my 3 Moani bites, and then still does not have enough damage, and so I have to randomly cast some skills. But luckily, it was enough. This boss actually took more attempts than the other 2, which is weird because I didn't know how to beat the other ones, and I thought they were impossible. And the important thing about the builds is that Auroron is on Favonius Bow instead of the event one from the Masters of the Night Wind. It just helps with the official energy issues. And then also the Tighnari is a top 1% build.